Let's do a story time about the importance of customer service. My name is Brandy. I live in South Louisiana, Slidell, Louisiana to be exact, and there is a homeowners insurance crisis going on the Gulf Coast. People are getting their renewals and everyone's going up every year, so everyone is shopping and getting quotes and trying to always save a buck. I bet it is not a fun time to be an insurance agent in South Louisiana. Every year at my renewal, when it would go up, I would contact a few local agencies and try to get a quote, and unfortunately nothing could be done because I didn't have a new roof. There was one local agency very close right down the street from me that had phenomenal 5-star reviews and came highly recommended. So I called the last time I was shopping for a renewal, and a female helped me and she was very kind, but I ended up not going with them because I was going to have to separate out my policy and it was only going to save me a couple of bucks. So I apologized to her, but I went ahead and stayed with who I had. Fast forward to me putting a new roof on my house where I knew I was going to be able to save some money. I called that same agency back because I loved the experience that I had with her prior. This time, a man answered the phone. I'm not going to say the name of the agency and I'm not going to say the name of the dude, but he was pretty short with me and curt and made me feel like he didn't have a lot of time for me. He made sure to remind me that they had already quoted me before and I didn't go with them. As I was speaking, he just kind of talked over me and shut me down. And I get it. I talk a lot. Okay. That was on a Thursday. About halfway through the call, I didn't have a good feeling about it, but whatever. If you can save me money, let's save me some money, right? He got my husband and I's full socials, said that he needed it to get competitive quotes. Okay, save me money. He made sure to say, I won't be able to do this today. It was noon on Thursday. I won't be able to do this today, but I might be able to get it to you by close of business tomorrow. Fast forward to the following Thursday. Okay, I still haven't heard anything back from this company. So I went ahead and called my friend Brad Lindley at Mandeville Goosehead Insurance. Now, I was referred to him by the realtor who I bought my house from in 2021. I also got him to quote me in 2021. He spent the time, ran all the numbers, and he wasn't able to help me because, again, I had an old roof. But I circled back to him and asked if there was anything that he could do. He gave me a call. He was kind. He didn't dismiss me because he had previously quoted me and I hadn't gone with him. And then he ended up saving me $2,200 on my insurance. And so what did I do? Because I got a big mouth and I love talking about local Louisiana businesses that have done great things because I want everyone to succeed. So guess what I did? He didn't even ask me to. He also did not know that I was a content creator. He just knew that I was a homeowner that needed help, and he treated me kind, and he spent time talking to me about my wants and my needs and adjusting a policy that could fit for me. And so I said, hey, I'm going to give you a shout out on social media. And he was like, okay, thanks. I appreciate it. Say less. Guess what? I made a TikTok about him and I posted one post on Facebook. It took me a combined maybe 132 seconds to do both of those things. And this man has now, in just a couple of days, quoted 40 to 50 policies, and he has hundreds of phone calls that he hasn't been able to return, and he's hiring new agents to help him because he can't keep up. Because of word of mouth, because I happen to have a platform, and he treated me kindly without knowing about that platform. After he bound my policy, I promptly sent an email to the other agency and asked them to please not use those socials that they had collected. Brad didn't ask for our socials. And that I was going to go with another company because I hadn't heard back from them. But guess what? Maybe if he had been kind to me, maybe he would have been the one that I posted about. Maybe he would have quoted 40 to 50 new policies and had hundreds of phone calls waiting to be returned. The moral of the story is just be really kind to everyone. Be kind to everyone, work promptly, do your job, and great things might come to you. Also talk about how Brad Lindley at Goosehead Insurance in Mandeville, Louisiana has the funniest sense of humor because he definitely made a TikTok just because I made a TikTok about him and called himself Bayou Brad, and we love that for him. Bayou Brandy is out here getting Bayou Brad business because Bayou Brad saved Bayou Brandy $2,200 on her homeowner's insurance.